Somebody on the internet is telling you that you need $10,000 before you can even think about passive income. That's not just wrong, it's the exact reason most people never start. I've watched friends wait years for the right amount of money instead of just starting with what they already have, which for most people is a phone, a few hours a week, and $0 in the bank. So today, I'm walking you through 5 ways to build income that keeps paying you even when you stop working. And every single one of them can be started today for free. Stick around because number 4 is the one that actually changed my life. And I almost didn't include it because it sounds too simple to work. Before we get into it, here's the rule for this whole video. Every idea gets one thing attached to it. A first step you can literally do in the next 10 minutes. Not someday, not when I have more money, not when things calm down. 10 minutes, starting right now if you want. And I'm not going to waste your time explaining theory you'll forget by tomorrow. Every point here is something you can actually act on today. Let's go. The first one is selling something you make once and sell forever. Think templates, guides, spreadsheets, presets, anything digital that solves a problem for someone. Here's what makes this different from a normal job. You build it one time and it can sell while you sleep, while you're at your day job, while you're doing literally anything else. I know someone who built a single budgeting spreadsheet in an afternoon because she was tired of messy templates online, cleaned it up, and now sells it for a few dollars a copy, completely on autopilot. That's not a huge business, but it's proof the model works with almost nothing behind it. Here's your first step. Open a notes app right now and write down one problem you personally solved this year. Maybe you built a budget spreadsheet, figured out a meal plan, or made a resume that actually got interviews. That's your product. You don't need it perfect, you need it started. The second stream is recommending things you already use and getting paid when people buy them. This works because you're not selling anything new. You're just being honest about what already works for you. The mistake people make here is trying to recommend things they don't actually use, and it shows. Stick to what you already trust. First step, 10 minutes. Pick one product or app you already use weekly, search its name plus affiliate program, and sign up. That link is now an asset that pays you every time someone clicks it and buys, whether that's this week or 2 years from now. But before I get to the one that actually changed everything for me, I need to ask you something. Which of these 5 feels the most realistic for where you're at right now? Drop the number in the comments because I read every single one and it genuinely tells me exactly what to break down deeper in the next video. Third stream. And this is the one people assume needs money, dividend investing. Here's the truth. Most investing apps now let you buy fractional shares, meaning you can own a tiny piece of a company for less than the price of a coffee. You're not trying to get rich from $5, you're trying to build the habit and the account before you actually have real money to put in. The people who wait until they have $1,000 saved before opening an account almost always keep waiting. The people who open the account with $5 today are the ones who actually have money invested a year from now. First step, download one investing app, the kind that lets you buy fractional shares and put in whatever amount feels like nothing to you. The goal today isn't the money, it's opening the account so future you already has a place to grow money into. Okay? This is the one I promised you. Faceless content. Not because it's some secret hack, but because it removes the 2 excuses everyone uses to never start, which are, I don't have money for equipment, and I don't want to be on camera. You don't need either. You need a topic you already know something about and a phone. I started exactly like this. No studio, no fancy camera, just consistency on one topic for months before anything worked. There were weeks where it felt like nothing was happening, and honestly, most of the time nothing was. But the pieces that did work kept working long after I posted them, earning attention and income without me touching them again. The income isn't instant, but once a piece of content is out there, it keeps working for you long after you made it. That's the whole definition of passive. First step, pick one topic you could talk about for 10 minutes without any research right now off the top of your head. That's your first piece of content. Not perfect, just started. Last one, and it's the most overlooked. You probably already own something sitting unused that other people would pay to borrow. A parking spot, a storage space, tools, even a spare room. Peer-to-peer rental apps exist for almost all of these now, and listing something costs nothing. The reason this one gets skipped is people assume they need something big to rent out, but it's usually the small stuff sitting unused that people actually want. First step, walk through your home right now, mentally or literally, and find one thing that's just sitting there unused. List it tonight. But here's what nobody tells you about all 5 of these. None of these make you rich this month. What they do is start a clock. Every one of these 5, digital products, affiliate links, fractional shares, faceless content, rented assets, they all share one thing. The money you make later depends entirely on the step you take today, not the big step, the 10-minute one. I didn't start with all 5. I started with one, badly, let it teach me the next one, and kept stacking from there. That's genuinely the only difference between someone with 5 income streams and someone with 0. They just started earlier with less and kept going when it felt like nothing was happening. So pick one from this video, the one you wrote down while watching, and do the 10-minute version of it before you close this tab. Then come back and tell me which one you picked, because next week I'm breaking down exactly how to scale whichever one gets the most votes.